Hello! Sometimes I get questions in my comments or on Instagram about what I currently study, which is AEC, and that's why I thought it would be cool to go into it a little bit in this video so that people who are looking for some info can watch this. By the way, if you don't follow me on Instagram, my handle is in the description. So I study at AUC, which stands for Amsterdam University College. A university college is based on the American concept of college there. The whole thing, it has really grown in the Netherlands in the last few years. AUC, I think, exists for like 7 or 8 years now. And a lot of universities around the country have started setting these up. AUC has been set up by the 2 universities of Amsterdam. What a university college is it is a bachelor degree. It takes 3 years. It is international and it is liberal arts and sciences. And that basically means you can choose your courses as you go along, and it is multidisciplinary. I know the program varies across different university colleges, so in this video I'm just going to talk about AEC because that's the only one I know things about. And I'll first go into the academic part of it, and then I'll start talking about the social part. At AUC, you have to choose a major, which is either sciences, social sciences, or humanities. And in each of those majors, you can choose tracks. And those tracks range from like philosophy to film history to literature to biomed, chemistry, health, to law, international relations, psychology, and lots more. This is not all. Each of those tracks consists of courses, and those courses they range in difficulty, so you have to start at the bottom of difficulty and then you go up as you go along. So you choose your courses at the beginning of each semester. The year consists of 2 semesters, and each semester is 20 weeks, and those 20 weeks are split up in 2. The first part is 16 weeks, and in those 16 weeks you take 4 courses, and then in the last 4 weeks you take 1 course, and that period is called the intensive. Every course is worth 6 ECPs, so like credits. You don't just get assessed at the end by taking 1 exam, but you get assessed throughout the course. So you would have multiple exams, a research project, a paper, a presentation, something like that, throughout those 16 weeks. There are some mandatory courses for everyone, such as academic writing and logic, and you have to take 2 or 3 language courses depending on your major. And then per major there are also some requirements. For sciences you have to take calculus and statistics for science, and in social science you have to take BRMS, which is basic research method and statistics, and in humanities you have to take an extra language course. For each major, the requirements for graduating are also different. I only actually know about social science because I am in social sciences, but in social sciences you have to take 9 courses in your major, and then there's also requirements for like the amount of courses per track. You can choose from the whole thing, but you have to take like at least 5 courses in 1 track, or like 7 courses in 2 tracks, so that you have some kind of focus. I don't know how that works in the other majors, to be honest. So I mentioned the language courses. You have to take 2 levels of 1 language. So I'm taking French. I already did 1 and I'm doing another one in a few months. And you can take the language courses in the intensive. I'm currently in my first year in the 2nd semester. The 16-week period is literally finished just today, and I'm starting my intensive next week. And in that intensive, I also have to take a mandatory course called Global Identity, which is like a research course, I think. Then some other requirements: you have to write a capstone in your 3rd year, which is like a thesis, kind of like a huge paper of 15,000 words of like a research paper, I guess. And you have to do either an internship or a community project. You can do your internship abroad if you like send in a request and stuff. They also have a lot of recommendations and like contacts of where you can do your internships. For every course you have 2 classes a week, and you have a regular schedule that's the same for every week. Those courses can either be an hour and a half or 2 hours. Most of them are an hour and a half. Currently, I think the workload is really, really doable. They make it out to be really hard, but it's so far I've not really experienced that. I might look back at this video in my 3rd year and be like, oh, you just wait and see. But currently I am not very busy with studying. I have about 12 to 14 hours of class a week, which is not that much. I have a lot of free time. Also for exams and stuff, I have plenty of time to study. The exams are really doable. Writing papers takes a little more time, but it's also doable. The grading is fine. I'm still getting B's and A's, which is really good. So as I just mentioned, I have a lot of free time, and in that free time, there's a lot to do here. AUC has a campus, which means that they have a huge building where all the students live and have to live. The building is really close to the AB, which is the academic building, which is where I have all my classes. It's literally down the street. It's like a 5-minute walk, which is really nice. But I also really like the fact that it's not like all in the same place, that it's not like an enclosed campus. The AB is literally across from the UvA building, which is the like regular university building, and other people live around here, so it's not just us. The whole thing is referred to as a bubble very often by students here, and I can see why that is, because you don't really have to get off the campus very often. It's like a community, more than I think other universities. So yeah, I can see why people feel it's a little, it gets a little close sometimes. AUC has their own student association called AUCSA. The AUCSA kind of oversees all the committees. I think there are like 26 committees, and they all organize different things. There's something called On Stage, which has a choir, and they do plays and musicals. There is Solace, which organizes parties. There is Junket, which organizes trips. There's like Play UC, they organize like game nights and stuff. There is a lot of stuff. I think there are about 300 people in my year, and then there's like 300 people in each of the other years. And then there's also exchange students that come and go each semester. As a student of AUC, you can also go on exchange. You can go abroad for a semester. They have a lot of partner universities all over the world you can go to, and a lot of people do this, and it's a really cool thing, I think. But yeah, basically you can kind of choose how involved you want to be in the whole AUC life, because you choose what event you go to. There's always stuff going on. Literally every week there's multiple events. And what I personally really like is that all my friends live so close. I can walk like 2 minutes through the building and I'm at someone else's house, which means that we have dinner together so often. I almost never eat by myself. We always make random plans throughout the day of who's gonna cook. And yeah, I don't know, there's just always people around. And I also really like the international aspect of it. I think they say that it's about 50-50 Dutch people and international people. I think it's more like 60-40, 60 being the Dutch people. So I think sometimes for the international people it can be very like Dutch, but then again they chose to come to Holland, so I think they kind of could have expected that. The whole thing is in English. Everyone speaks English most of the time. This campus is in Amsterdam, by the way, but it's like in East. So I think it's about 20 minutes by bike to the city center. There are lots of like stores and stuff in the area, and also I think East is a really cool neighborhood. But yeah, if you want me to go into Amsterdam student life, then please let me know in the comments, or if you have any questions, because I think I've talked enough for today. Thank you for watching, and I will see you very, very soon. Bye!